Hey everyone, welcome to tonight's Dancing with the Stars recap.
We gotta start by giving a super shout out to Liz.
Alright, last week Belinda Carlisle was the first to be sent home.
Somebody's gotta be first.
Embarrassing.
I love when they have the walk down of the stairs at the beginning. I always look for the little semi-wipeouts and full-blown wipeouts, and
this week,
Gilles Marini was guilty.
Semi-wipeout.
Yes. So, this is the first week that everybody's had 5 days to prepare. You know, the same amount of time.
So it's a level playing field, no
Kind of.
excuses.
Well, there's always exceptions to the rule. So Denise and Maksim were up first with their version of a samba.
Maxime likes to dress up in full samba wear.
Not even like good
For
samba,
women.
like that cheesy, stereotypical samba outfit.
Yeah, and
His boobs popped out.
he was trying to inspire Denise.
It didn't work.
What the hell, or F, was that?
Their performance was so bad. I can't believe they opened the show with that.
She went backwards.
She did. Because last week was pretty decent, actually. And this week it was like they attempted a samba roll, but it was like...
Not even just that. Like,
the cogs in the
whole
wheel were
thing
broken.
Was like, what
It was
the hell?
it was a big cluster. Was Len high?
I don't know.
Like, you guys did a good job.
What?
It was a train wreck. How could you call that a good job?
I know.
It was a great costume, though. I liked it.
So they got a 16.
Right. Chuck and Julianne up next with their foxtrot.
They've been trying to do better.
Ty. Chuck is not a dancer, for everybody's information. He grew up on a potato farm.
He's a singer.
Just because he's going out with a dancer doesn't mean he's a dancer.
But it did kind of seem like they were just goofing around the first 2 weeks.
Yeah, they weren't taking it very seriously, so they pretty much buckled down, and he showed a lot of improvement.
I think so.
I couldn't believe how tall he was. I didn't realize
I know!
it.
He
What was
looked
up with
so
that?
tall.
It's great improvement, but still work to be done with
Yeah.
a 23.
But still, it was like...
It was great.
good.
Yeah. Holly and Dmitry up next with their samba. She is not a coordinated person.
So that was frustrating.
For both of them. You
Yeah.
know, it's hard for him to teach her, and she's just not getting it.
No.
She's just not getting it.
So, yes, we're going to have to be Carrie Ann for a minute and say there were lifts.
I
There
think
was at
there
least one.
Well,
There
there might have been
two.
two. Boy, she wasn't kidding when she said she was uncoordinated. It reminded me of a clumsy Susan Lucci, like, stomping around the stage. It was just...
There was no, like, fluidity in her
was all
motion,
like-
so it was, like, spazzy.
I'm surprised for somebody who's supposed to be as sexy as her. 17. Alright, Lacey and Steve-O up next.
Foxtrot.
Alright, he had to be on, like, no dancing or, like, limited dancing for 48 hours after he got out of the hospital last week. So, you know, how they could say it was a level playing field, it really wasn't, because he was injured.
Yes.
And he wasn't the only one that was injured, but we'll get there. Why was he dressed up like Pee Wee Herman for this?
I don't know.
It was really scary. I mean, really. Instead of a gray suit, they had him, like, in this puke-colored suit.
Anyway.
He's a sweet guy. I mean, everybody loves Steve-O. And I wanted him to do so well, but then it fell apart.
And he did that little slide thing into the stairs at the end.
Yeah.
So
I think his ankle gave out.
bashed up his ankle.
A 15. Ugh, I think the judges were a little bit hard on him because he was really trying. I think somebody threw some grease on the dance floor.
I don't know.
Messed him up. Alright, Lawrence and Edyta up next with a samba.
Now, you know Lawrence is working hard because he gave up golf for rehearsal.
That's huge.
And he doesn't give up golf for many things.
Right. So our advice to him in the previous weeks was loosen up, LT. Just loosen it up.
Yeah.
And he did.
He's still a little bit clunky, though.
But he's getting there. I think he's going to be showing steady improvement until, you know, as long as he's around. So they ended up with a 20. So that was pretty good for them. Shawn and Mark, the power couple, up next with their foxtrot.
So, Shawn, remember, she's a teenager.
Yes.
So she teleconferenced with her friends.
On her MacBook, you know, with her friends at home. And I thought their dance was romantic in, like, a cute, non-sexy type of way. Which was good because she's only 17, and I don't want to see a too sexy 17-year-old, because that would just be Lolita.
Right.
So she's flexible too. We know that.
Yeah.
She's a gymnast.
I thought this was a solid dance.
It was. They got a 27, so yeah. 1 of 3 tonight.
Ooh.
I don't want to give it away, but I'm sure you've seen it. Gilles and Cheryl with their Samba was up next.
Gilles' mom came all the way from France to watch rehearsal.
Let me say, those European women age very nicely. You know, his mom was really pretty.
Yeah.
It's not the best dance to dedicate to mom, though.
No.
It's a little dirty.
Not so much.
Yeah, but he totally smoked it with Cheryl.
Yeah.
She had some hot choreography, and it was 100% sexy fun. It wasn't like 100% sexy. It was 100% sexy fun. You know, it wasn't that bad. So maybe it wasn't too bad for mom. They were the second 27 of the night.
Mm-hmm.
I'm surprised, though, because I thought that they would have given them at least 110.
I don't know. It started off a little bit shaky, but...
I can overlook that. David and Kim up next with their foxtrot.
Now, last week, David was all like, I want to step it up.
Mm-hmm.
But they still got really bad scores.
Right.
So, this week, Kim really decided to, like, showcase him and, like, put him out in the front.
No creative choreography, Kim. We appreciate that because we don't like to be fooled.
Yes.
We want to see some real dancing, if you can. And David Allen Grier is definitely, he's got the ability to do some real dancing.
Yeah.
So he was much, much, much improved.
Like, way improved.
Yeah, and you could see that he wants to do well. He's putting the hours in.
Yeah.
And I love the jazzy flavor that, you know, the Bob Fosse-ish.
He's got some high kicks there.
He does. For a guy, I'm telling you, 24 for him. I'm surprised that wasn't even just a little bit higher. I think I would have liked to have seen 1.9 for his effort. Steve and Karina up next with their Samba.
That's your foot.
Yes, it is. Steve pulled a hammy.
I'm not really
Very
sure
painful.
how, but...
It's not hard to
fun.
do. The dance was fun and funny, and yet totally horrible at the same time. So with all those things going for it, it screamed Cloris Leachman to me.
Yeah.
He's a good sport. He obviously doesn't have the body that some of the other celebrities have, so when you don't have that body, you just can't move the big Humpty Dumpty body like the other people move theirs. So I think the judges were a little bit harsh on him, too.
I think they were way harsh on him.
Yeah.
They gave him a 10.
And that didn't mean 110. It was 10 collectively.
I thought that was like...
Yeah, really... they weren't even that mean to Cloris Leachman, so I feel...
It seems like they're trying to get rid of him.
Yeah, which I'm not a big fan of doing, because it's an entertainment show.
I don't think he deserved a 10 anyway. I think it should have been a little higher.
Yeah, at least a 14. Come on. So, Melissa and Tony were up next with their foxtrot. She had to quit her job this week and go and collect her stuff. That was kind of weird.
Pack up your disc.
Yeah. Melissa Rycroft. Was that her parents and brother in the audience?
I don't know, because if you watch The Bachelor, you know that her parents are very private.
I'm kind of glad that her parents did that on The Bachelor, because I don't think Jason deserved to meet them. So yeah, nice classy move, along with the classy, sophisticated dance that they did.
It was so good.
She made it look effortless. She really did.
I'm not trying to be mean, but I'm thinking Tony's probably, you know, okay with Nancy O'Dell's injury.
I mean, I'm sure Nancy O'Dell would have been okay, but Melissa's like
a front runner.
Dream partner, yeah. So they were the third 27 of the night. 3-way tie for first place.
I was kind of surprised she didn't get a 10.
I am too.
At least one.
Lil Kim and Derek up next with their Samba. She's hungry. She wants the #1 spot.
Yeah.
She doesn't want to be in the middle of the pack. She wants to be the front runner. And her Samba is pretty good because she can shake what she's got.
She's got a lot.
That centrifugal force really helps out a lot.
I thought it was centripetal.
Okay.
But anyway, great energy, but I thought it was a little sloppy in some spots.
Yeah, she can improve. Hey, it's only week 3. They got a 25. Closing out the show, Ty and Chelsie. Ty is really growing on me. Yeah. He needed to work on his confidence this week, and I think he definitely accomplished it.
Loving the top hat and tails.
It's so classy for him. Because he's a classy guy.
Yes.
He's not some dirtbag, you know? He's a classy guy. Why do you think Jewel hooked up with him? Alright, his dance with Chelsie, very smooth. She had a little slip where she almost wiped out, and it was like it didn't even happen.
But it did look like they had another little slip.
Yeah.
But it was like in the corner of the screen, so I'm not sure.
Very professional. He's improved eons.
Yeah. So they got a 23.
Yep.
Still room for improvement.
Of course.
But like huge strides so far.
Huge show tomorrow, kids. Hall and Oates.
Woo!
I can't wait.
And Adele.
Yes.
I'm excited.
And I'm pretty sure Cloris Leachman's coming back to do a little on-the-street reporting. So till tomorrow, much love.